Hello everyone, this is Hodora and my luck is good today because I managed to get Karakuta Lodo Rinami earlier today. And with that, right, I feel like I heard she is really strong in contest, so I try to make a memory of her to use in contest. And legit, this is not set up or anything. I do 2 final run of her, right? I got these 2 memory, and if we look at their performance, right, ignore that I'm lower ranking than before, but look at her performance, right? This is average, right? 260,000, 200,000, 170, right? Really strong option in contest. So if you have Karakuta Rinami and you don't use her in contest, that is a waste of potential. But if you feel like farming a correct memory is hard, but if you unlock HIF already, there is an easy way for you to get a correct, or at least have a higher chance to get this type of deck, right? And you can see here, like we can target this SSR and this SR card really easily in HIF. And to do that, let me show you the selection deck that I made with Rinami. Right, I only have one here. You see how this is done. The idea is here, right? You just want to stack as much trouble card, well, not too much, as you can handle, and finish selection as high rating as possible. And you can see here is SS plus, right? And if it's not Karakuta Rinami, you might do this on weaker idol who cannot beat Onsen or main event or final, with most of the card as trouble, right? With limited card like this. The difference between SS plus, SS plus, S4, S4 plus, different in contest score allowance is non-existent. SS is have almost the same range of the score of card you can put into the memory, right? So if your selection already like SS or SS plus, you just need to score a little bit in final. Even if you fail, the deck that come out of that should be pretty alright. Should be good, actually should be good. The only downside is that you're not gonna have any image up here, but that's fine if you just want to like farm some decks for contests, right? And look at the decks here, we have 2 of her signature, right? We have exactly 4 SSR card and 3 SR card. Of course, we lacking consent, but I can just not consent home ban, but I can find that during the final run to put that in here. So 4 SSR card, 4 SR card, and we just try to roll from these 8 cards to give us the best option we have, right? Of course, in order to make selection good, you also need to aim for these items too. And that is what I'm gonna show you, like as an example. Let's do selection run with Karakuta Rinami. And don't mind my setup right now because Rinami want mostly just her HP to be high. So I have to assign support. These 3, I don't care what passive they have. I only care that we get these 3 items to put in the memory to use in contest, right? For the last one, if you play with Sen's most important support card that have a good skill for Sen is actually Saki China Saki. Let's see if we can find that. I believe okay, one moment. I have a friend with that. I remember that. Is this vocal? Where is that guy disappeared to? What? Did I have some filter on? One moment. No. No. Huh? What is done and is still caught? That is so strange. Well, whatever, just take this just to show the example, right? That we're not gonna waste too much time here. And for the card, we want all of these to be the card we want to put in our deck. This is not good for Rinami, so I make a new one. I think this one. We want Spotlight, and we actually want not Limelight. The other one. The other high P level. This one. Something like this. Whatever card you want to put in your memory, just take most of them from here and try to find the one during the run. Alright, let's start. So if we look at our schedule, right? Of course, we're gonna spend the first week trying to get all the cards we need. Right? We're gonna go visit a gift event. For class, we can obtain a card here. And this also gives us card. If you don't want that, you can choose travel option. Travel option will, instead of give you a card, gonna change one of the cards to something else. But remember, if we have a basic card, those will count toward 22 cards at the end. And it's also not gonna be included in your memory either, right? And now we have one item that we need. That's nice. And since we're doing this, we need that. We're gonna upgrade this laser. Wrong one. Sure. And of course, if we do this, I can showcase a little bit of Rinami power, right? Yeah, Rinami is so fucking broken that you can basically have all the deck as a trouble card and she will still do quite alright. I'm not gonna say she gonna be Sena at the end if you have the all trouble card deck, but she should be able to beat selection without much trouble. For this one, just take whatever, right? Okay, we get 2 items already. That's nice. Yeah, if we add travel card to our deck, we can just select and change. That means we're gonna limit our pool a little bit, right? Or we can just get a card that maybe we get a card we want. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want any of these. No. And don't use all reroll. If this is not the card you want, you can just take it and you can change it later. Or you can delete it also. That also works. We have so much money anyway. Ah, amazing.
もっと自信。ワン、ツー、スリー、
Yeah, it's fine. Don't get escalated, it's fine. We don't care about stat. We only care about how our deck look like. As long as our final deck look good, right? Everything is
お
fine.
待たせ。
Okay, we need that. Well, we don't need, but that is a good one to have. Any of these is not good. Rust reroll, not good. Well, I can take this. At least it's upgraded, so when I change that to something else, it's gonna stay upgraded. Alright. Let's go with vocal. We get all 3 items on first week. This is such a good luck. In my other save, we only have 2 items. Entire selection run. The 3rd item I get from the final. And this is a choice, right? We can try add travel card because we have 2 cards we don't need. So we can change those to something else. Example, right? We can change it to this one. Or we don't want breathing either. The other thing that you can do, right, is give a card into your deck, and that card must be a card that have an option. I forgot to mention this from when looking at the previous selection memory. I have 2 cards that have multiple options, right? And when you put that card in your deck and you change a setting to change the option of that into the counterpart, it's gonna be excluded from the decks, right? It's gonna be excluded from the decks, and you can just have smaller deck, but you have those cards in your deck, if that is understandable.
いつもの私で。まだまだいけるよ。
But yeah, if you don't understand Rinami Kid, you just want to recover HP, stack, motivation, maybe get not motivation, good condition, and maybe get excellent condition. And by the end, you just want to one punch
まだまだいけるよ。
people with her signature skill. This one. With scale 1000% of your stamina, right? And also scale for each card you use in this entire run. And for her item only, not item, her other signature, right, is have repeat option. So it's gonna repeat every time you use a card while you have natural charm, this signature 2 card in your hand. Right, if I use this, it's gonna activate it, but it's only activated once per turn. Alright, it's not like always activated.
よし。
And you can see here we already do like what 40,000. Okay, I can do this. That's fine.
いつもの
Because
私で
and for her item, whenever you have eight or more good condition, good shape, every time you use a card that give every 4 times you could use a card that give good condition effect. Get 1 turn of excellent condition. Get 1 card usage. Draw 1 card. Reduce stamina by 1. Activate up to 5 times. Right.
まだまだいけるよ
So we have 5 turns already. We don't use any excellent con card at all, but we already at 5 turns. So she, on her own, she already generate a lot
調
of
子いいかも
excellent condition.
いつもの私でよーし
Right?
まだまだいけるよ
But if you don't understand any of this, just spam good condition and everything will be fine. Right? Just spam good condition, everything will be fine.
調子いいかもよーし
But the good thing about her is that we can target, right? We can target
調子いいか
the
も
stat we want to increase the most for during this selection exam. In this case, I want to increase dance because we have like what? Oh, we have 2 of visual and 2 of dance. Can I draw that card? Maybe not. So let's just actually let's do this
よ
first.
ーし
Let's do that.
一度きりだ
Right. This is more than enough for you to finish
まだまだ
exam 2 with soft cap already. Amazing, really strong, and really easy to use in my opinion. Alright, I spent a lot of time explaining her kit in this one, but in the next 2 I'm just gonna play. Alright. We are full HP, so let's take one more card and
私に
see
差し
what can we get here. And after this, every class rule event we just might gonna pick trouble card option to stack more trouble card in our deck. These are all bad. Last reroll, these still bad, but we can change them.
昨日はよくね後で感想めくみのめ本番はもっ今日もい
So add trouble card, and these are all bad. Well, we can use that, I guess. And don't change any of the basic card. The basic card can help buffer our deck to be big enough so that the item during final will not trigger, something like that. So instead, we're gonna change it to something that we don't use this maybe. And of course, since we have a lot of money, we can also delete a card.
私しっかり見せてポーズ
Okay.
お姉さんいらっしゃいプ プロデューサー君
Alright, let's upgrade this one.
どんどん成長していますね
And might as well remove something we don't use, right? And
し
these
っかり
are
見直せたみた
useless.
いですね
We can take this, right? This card is one of the cards that have option. So when you go in, before you go into the final, you can change the option. And this card will be excluded from your deck also.
いろんな視点を持つことも大切ですね
All useless. I try to find
聞きますよ
Honbon, but man, it's so hard to find that. Alright. Is there... Okay, we can remove this because it doesn't have upgrade. That's fine to remove, I think.
見直しできて偉い
We
です
can
よ
upgrade this.
アイドル
Alright.
プロデュース頑張ってください
And like I said before, if your idol is not that strong, you don't need to be this extreme in terms of excluding the card you don't want, right? Because right now, I already have a plan of what card I need in Rinami deck, like the 2 deck, to be good. Oh, okay. Good thing we have this, otherwise this will not be usable.
いつもの
Alright,
私で
good, good, good.
どうかないつもの私で全力でいくよ
Easy, easy. Okay, let's try to activate this. Why not, right? Just spam all of your
全力でい
good
くよ
condition card. Get a card draw. Why
この
not?
まま頑張るね
Oh, it's triggered that. That's nice.
調子いいかも
Alright, good, good, good.
もっと頑張るね
Activate
い
that.
つもの私で
Use this.
調子いいかも
It's proc that.
このまま頑張
There's
るね
so much hard to play. It feels good, right? It feels so good. Alright, this again. Let's do this. We're kind of low on concentration, so let's put that back up with this card. Let's get more draw.
まだまだいけるよ
And this is fine. I forgot I need to use some drink to clear up space. I forgot. So let's do this maybe.
よーしいつもの私で全力でいくよ調子いいかも
Alright. And one more time is we're gonna have another +1. So let's do this.
まだまだいけるよ
Right? And we can just use this to get more score.
いいかも
Already almost passed the cap of exam 2. And we haven't used the bomb yet. Right? This is the bomb.
いつもの私で
Yeah, let's get more
ま
draw.
だまだいけるよ全力でいくよ
Alright, we'll use all of the item effectively.
まだまだい
That's
けるよ
nice. Let's see if we can draw this on last turn. Also, we don't find National Idol yet. Because if we have a National Idol, what's gonna happen? Double this. Double this thing.
調子いいかも
But we don't have that.
よーし
But that's fine,
一度きりだ
right? That is more than enough for exam 3 even.
私の成長見せられたかな
Okay, we're missing quite a few core cards here. I need to... We have a good luck in terms of item, but the card luck in this one is not good. But then again, we can just do the entire selection run again. If the deck is not good enough to put into final. And by good enough, I doesn't mean it can't be final because we don't care about winning. By not good enough, it means our option in there is not everything we need. Or maybe you can limit it to like 5 cards and get a guarantee final memory with those cards, right? And then you do another selection run and target another 5 cards put in your memory. That also works. But if you can't do that because that is quite limited and it's gonna make your deck so less powerful during the selection run and you might fail to get the stat or at least to get the rating that we need to get high rating, then just do this. Just aim for 10 cards, right? We can take this because this can be changed later too, so that's fine. And I'll change the option so it can be excluded really easily. Now the problem is we don't have National Idol, the most important card for Sense. So maybe you should put your National Idol in the thing, in the inherent memory. Do we do gift? Let's do shop. Because we try to find the card we want and we don't find that, sadly. It can be changed. We can remove this later. Alright, that's fine. Where is my home bond? Hello, my home bond and my national idol. Those two are quite important. How much do we have right now? 16, 17, let's say travel card. And we still can't find the card we want. This is another option, right? These have alternate options, so if we include this in the deck, it should be fine. It should be fine to include in the deck, and it should help our performance a little bit. Two of the same drink. Alright. Give me. Nice. Okay, we can buy that easily. We have so much money. And we can delete something. These are all fine, right? We can delete this if we want, or we can delete this. It's fine. We have money to spend, so why not, right? Maybe upgrade something. Because no more trouble, no more normal card gonna be removed anyway. So if this is upgrade, we can change this to something useful during the final too. Because at the start final, you don't need to do any contest, right? That is like 5 days of chance to edit your deck some more to fit your need better. And like I say, we don't care about stats, so we don't care about HIF item proc from the amount of cards you took. But we shouldn't miss too much. Anyway, we made like 4 out of 20. And in the final, we're gonna have get at least 2 or 3 more cards thoughtfully. So if we buy one more card, they're gonna clear all this, but we don't care about rating, so it's not that much important, right?
調子いいかも。全力でいくよ。まだまだいけるよ。いつもの私だ。調子いいかも。全力でいくよ。よーし。まだまだいけるよ。
Just use whatever, just clean
い
out
つも
deck.
の私だ。
This is not that important, so let's clean out deck first.
調子いいかも。
Right, we can get one more
いつ
draw.
もの私だ。
Good, good, good. We can clear these trouble cards away.
よーし。このまま頑張るね。
Right.
全力でいくよ。いつもの私だ。よーし。
Okay, let's clean out deck first. We don't need to get plus 30 bonus parameter right now.
よーし。
Okay.
いつもの私だ。
Yeah, we proc all of her signature one repeat already.
こ
Good,
のまま頑張る
right?
ね。
We just want to stack as much as possible, and I just remember we don't have any national item. Why?
いいかも。
Oh, it's okay. We enter the loop already. This is good, I think.
まだまだいけるよ。
Right, we have 4 cards, 5 cards. We can use this, and because we don't have national idol, this is useless.
よーし。
But well,
調子
well.
いいかも。
Ah, I used the wrong card. I need
ま
to
だ
use
ま
this,
だい
not
けるよ。
that.
よーし。
Sure, let's use this too. Why not, right? And let's draw more cards.
まだまだいけるよ。
Right, that is 500,000 alone. Right, sadly we cannot use this, but that's fine.
一度きりだから。
Just one punch.
私、ここまで来れたの。
If we can take this just to try to find another SSR card, maybe we can find National Idol. Because we need that to double the score to get like a million during the final phase 1 and 2. Of course, I'm not gonna show you the final, alright? And let's not watch this small Kalakuta Road. I'm gonna show you the actual full performance on Kalakuta Road later. Still double S and a little bit more to get double S plus, maybe more stat or more star point during the final. Gonna give us double S plus or triple S or triple S plus, right? So that is my example of trying to get a good selection memory to use in final, right? Because as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SSR and 5 SR. we can reduce this number, by the way, if the game loads for me. Alright, so to reduce the number, before we can go into final, let's go back, go to produce and click here to change the option. What do we have in our memory? Oh, I remember wrong. Is this card, not that one? Well, that's a shame. That's a shame that we can't change that. Okay, my memory is spotty. But anyway, right? It show everything. Let's listen. We have this too. Yeah, I remember the wrong one, but that's fine. We can remove these two if you want during the. Well, we can remove one and change the one to something else. I'm not gonna show you guys those process, right? I'm pretty sure you understand how this done already. And the most important part of this strategy is actually in selection part, not in the final. The final is like a little bit of editing left to do to make this more to your own plan, more suitable to your own plan. But what important is in selection period, you want to limit this as much as possible. And of course, we might want to save some money when we go into final and also customize this, right? Keep this +2 good condition, keep this reduce cost, keep this plus more good condition, something like that. That can be done, right? During the customization, during the break between round 1 and round 2. Alright, that's all for me today. I hope you have fun playing video game. Good luck with your gacha. Karakuta Hero coming up tomorrow by the time of this recording. So if you want to prove for that, good luck, good luck. She looked quite alright. She looked quite good. Anyway, have a good day, good night wherever you are, and see you again next time. For now, bye bye.
今度の休みはリーリアと遊び行くんだ。アイドルが大好きだ。宇宙のね、日本のね、そうだ、めぐみのね。みんな盛り上がっていくよ。いっぱい回って。宇宙のね、日本のね、そうだ、めぐみのね。夕日が目にしみるだって。うるさいよバカ野郎。あの子が羨ましい。あの子とは違うから頑張ってるって何を。思ったよりしんどいこのカラクタロード。夕闇乱呼吸が前半。もうギブギブ頭からこら。アブダクション。私選ばれた仲間。どやどやどやどやどやどやどやどやどやどやどやどやどやどやどやどやピッカーン。人生で一度きりきりたまま体舞い上がって無重力ステーキ無敵な感覚。地球さぐるぐると飛び越えてスイムスイム歌おう。わはは笑おうぜわははとプラそうぜ地球ぐるっと回れ。わはは笑おうぜわははとプラそうぜ私宇宙の恵みの目。色彩鮮やか銀河系ぶち抜いて開けていく景色。向こうを見ずに走